How's it going, everyone? My name is George, and this is just a brief channel update for you guys and to discuss, some SnyderVerse controversy that's going on. So, just a brief update. This weekend, I will be getting a microphone to help improve how I sound when I make my videos. I've been looking forward to getting one for quite some time since I've been starting this channel, and I'm going to the store tomorrow, so I'm hoping to pick one up. Not a real expensive one, but at least one to, help start improving the quality of my videos, particularly with how I sound. And I just want to touch upon what's been going on with all this Restore the Snyderverse news. People saying is it dead? Is it not dead? Is Warner Brothers playing with our emotions because they had the Justice League 4K trailer released, and by the way, that was an out of touch, terrible move by WB. I don't know what they were thinking. I wouldn't be surprised one bit if that trailer becomes even more disliked than the Ghostbusters 2016 trailer. I remember that one got bombed by a lot of fans. Now, as far as this whole Snyderverse thing, a lot of people are saying, is it dead? Is it not dead? Some people are giving up. I'm just going to touch upon my brief thoughts about this whole thing. My thing is, I always want to be realistic, but also optimistic. On one hand, I feel like AT&T might be interested. Jason Kilar, who has been an ally for the Snyder Cut, has some interest. I do believe there might be some talks happening, but at the same time, I also know that a lot of people at WB want to just move on. Walter Hamada, the DC Films president, he clearly doesn't want a part of this. He was brought in to move away from it to begin with. As far as Zack Snyder goes, Snyder says he wants to do it. I think while he wants to do it, he's also very cautious and probably hesitant because some of these people are still here. Some of these people might hijack his film again, and I don't know how he would feel about that. I don't know. Do the actors want to put up with the drama again? Ray Fisher, he was been through a lot. He says he would do it if Zack Snyder's involved again, but also he doesn't want Walter Hamada there. There's just a lot of drama. There's a lot of things that say it could be restored. You had the move back in April where New Gods and Trench, which were supposed to be Walter Hamada's mark on the DCEU, got canceled. And we just don't know what's going on. You hear from scoopers saying, oh, they might be interested in doing something with Batfleck. But then you hear them say, oh, they might kill Batfleck off in The Flash. Just a lot of conflicting information. And here's my personal opinion. I think WB doesn't know what WB wants to do. I think there is some kind of discussion. But here's the thing. I think at a certain point, it may not happen. I mean, maybe there'll be an announcement at DC Fandom this October. Maybe not. Maybe they might wait and see how Black Adam, because The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, wants the Snyderverse restored. Maybe they're going to wait and see how his movie is. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Maybe they'll keep some components of Snyderverse and not give the full thing. Because I feel like if you want it to happen, there has to be a compromise. You're going to have to give something up, obviously. There's also Zack Snyder, is he going to stay with Netflix after Army of the Dead? Because if Army of the Dead is a huge success, Netflix might want him for the long haul. Other studios might want him because, these studios are coming back from a pandemic. They want something that can garner a lot of attention. Zack Snyder's been talked about a lot these past few years. They might see him as, something to help boost them back up. There's just a lot of uncertainty right now. And I'm not saying I'm giving up on Restore the Snyderverse. I'm hoping it happens because I think Snyderverse is a better direction. But at the same time, I understand why it may not happen. And I think we should prepare ourselves for the possibility of not happening, sorry. But I also want to say that even if it doesn't happen, I'm still excited for things to happen. The Suicide Squad looks phenomenal. Black Adam, based on the casting choices and how it sounds so far, I think will be incredible. Matt Reeves' The Batman looks phenomenal. Even if it's not Ben Affleck's Batman, it looks phenomenal. The Flash, I'm still excited for The Flash, even if that will mark the end of the Snyderverse, because again, Ben Affleck's returning, and I feel like he wouldn't come back unless he saw something special, whether it is a continuation or a proper conclusion to his character arc. Michael Keaton also coming back. That's exciting. Aquaman 2, I'm looking for Aquaman 2. Aquaman was one of the biggest surprises of a superhero movie for me. Same thing with Shazam Fury of the Gods. I really enjoyed the first Shazam a lot. So, a lot of the stuff that has release dates, I'm excited for. It's really some of the stuff that hasn't gotten a release date yet. Now, I am looking forward to some things that say they might happen but haven't really officially started production yet, like Blue Beetle, Static Shock. But certain things like Our Man, that apparently Walter Hamada is really hot on, I don't know. I don't mean I'm not gonna boycott or anything. I hate boycotts. I think they're dumb. I'm a superhero fanatic. I grew up watching, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. I love those films. The Dark Knight trilogy. I love the Dark Knight trilogy. I love the MCU. I enjoy the X-Men films, even though they've gotten a mixed reception throughout the years. I enjoyed Michael Keaton's Batman films, the Christopher Reeve Superman films. So, like, I'm excited because I'm just a superhero fan in general. I'm a fan of Marvel and DC. But I understand some of the frustrations that people have. My advice would be for Restore Snipers is let's kind of take a few steps back and maybe focus on what could be very possible, which is release the Erica of Suicide Squad, because we know there's an Erica of Suicide Squad. And Sarnoff, in that Variety interview where she basically shrugged it off, well, SnyderVerse, she said, yeah, there's an Erica, but we're not going to release it, basically. That's not her exact words, but she did basically acknowledge that there was an Erica. So I would say that should be the next move instead of going on full on restore. I know that's very unlikely because that's just Warner Brothers admitting that they messed up another DC film. And I enjoyed the Suicide Squad movie that we got, but I know it's not a good movie. It's one of those films that aren't good, but I can still enjoy and rewatch. But if there's a better cut, I definitely want to see it. And I think with the upcoming Suicide Squad film coming out, maybe they should release it. James Gunn, the director, has said that he wouldn't mind it coming out, and he has a lot of respect for that movement. And David Ayer, in return, has respect for James Gunn and is excited for the film. So it ain't like one director's jealous of the other one, or one director thinks that releasing the cut of the previous director's film will upstage him. They both support each other, so why not make that happen? But I'm just saying I'm going to probably slow it down with the Snyderverse films because nothing's really being announced at the moment. And if you're a fan of Zack Snyder, I would recommend at the moment supporting his upcoming Army of the Dead. That looks really good. I'm not much of a zombie guy. Like, I've enjoyed zombie films like the original Night and Dawn of the Living Dead. I like Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. I like Zombieland. But I've never really been into the zombie genre as far as horror films go. But it still looks incredible. Hopefully I'll get a chance to see it. But yeah, just support Snyder's upcoming Army of the Dead for right now. Focus on, the next thing that we know exists, releasing the Air Cut. Let's stop some of the infighting, because I've noticed some people are infighting, maybe for leadership or, hashtags, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'm going to be slowing it down. This will probably be my last Snyderverse video at the moment until they either say it's not going to happen or they say, oh, something might happen. Because we really don't know if it is or isn't going to happen. I think we just need some middle ground. Because you've got people that have given up on it or saying, no, it's going to happen, wait and see. Maybe we should just take a break from it. And at the end of the day, we got the movie we wanted. We got Zack Snyder's Justice League, and we loved it. I thought it was incredible. I've seen it already twice, and I loved it more the second time. It's my favorite DCEU film. And like I said, I think that's the better direction to go for DC, but I also understand there's a chance it may not happen because a lot of these people at WB, particularly the higher ups, they see this as a failure probably. And they don't like it that fan empowerment kind of won over and that they were proven wrong. But yeah, this is just my thoughts on some of the SnyderVerse drama that's been happening this past week, and just a brief update on my channel. And the other thing is, I do want to start focusing on some other movie entertainment topics. I have been doing some more Spider-Man stuff in the past, and I know a lot of people have been watching that content. I also want to start focusing back more on MCU stuff, and also some of the other DCEU stuff that we're getting. Like, it's not like I said, it's not like everything that's coming out of the DCE the next few years is bad. There is some really exciting stuff coming out. So yeah, those are just my thoughts on what's been going on. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but so much has happened, and I figured I would just touch base on what I think of all this, and just say I need to take a break from making SnyderVerse videos. But thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please drop a like if you like this video. And I hope to see you guys real soon. Hopefully, the next video I give you, I have a microphone. And I will see you guys real soon. Take care, everyone.